All right, boom. We are back up now. I am pulling the fights back up. There's a storm here, and it cut the power out shortly. The prefix said, "Yo, is that Mister? The bigger they are, the faster they meet the Earth suplex God himself." He saw you fight live for the first time and make it, and I was like, "Yo, he gonna slam this guy." He said, "Okay, cool." He said, "Bro, I didn't know he was gonna slam him like that." All right, the internet connected back up. Not right now. I don't need to free up space. Play the fight. Let me make sure it's on you.
Oh, he got the rear naked choke.
He did.
Back in. There's 10 seconds left, but he's on the knee. He's in a turtle position.
Okay.
Oh, well. Looked like he made it to the second round.
Made it to the second round. Oh, third round.
Or did he? Because it's still going on. Oh, I don't want to spoil it, actually.
Did he finish it?
With 5 seconds left.
Oh, he tapped him. I told y'all. I said,
he's a problem.
Boom. I told y'all.
He's a problem.
Alonzo asked the question of who was my under the radar fighter. Finney actually said, the Punisher himself said that he thinks that Rachmaninoff is going to win the title at 170. He thinks he's going to win the title because he's just too well-rounded in all areas. We obviously see his grappling is really good. And he was talking about if Rachmaninoff fought Chimaev would be a killer fight. What do y'all think about that? All right. What does a typical week of training look like for you when preparing for a fight? All right, get your calendar ready. So this is what a Monday through Sunday looks like for me. Monday is a 2-a-day, so I'll do my strength and conditioning in the morning. After I do my strength and conditioning in the morning, I'll come back, I'll refuel, eat, relax for a little bit, do some work like with Millions or any IG stuff that I have to do. Then I'll go teach a couple private training sessions. After I teach a couple private training sessions, I'll come back to the house, eat again, hydrate, go to the gym, teach the class that I teach. I teach Muay Thai. I'll go teach Muay Thai. After I teach Muay Thai, I'll take the level 2, the advanced striking class. After striking, I will do sparring. And that is just Monday. Then Tuesday, we have some recovery work that we'll do in the morning. I might do jiu-jitsu, but might not do any rolling because Tuesday night, go ahead and pack up your lunch. It's the hardest training day of the week because it's MMA wrestling. Go to Rush, do my MMA wrestling, and then that's my 2-a-day for Tuesday. Wednesday morning, I have pro-only skill session with Cole Miller, Lathan Lawson, and a couple other pros. We'll go ahead and do skill and game plan work for whatever the fight is. So it could be drill heavy or it could be going live and technical from certain positions, depending on what my opponent, what the game plan for my opponent is. So I have a training session Wednesday morning, then Wednesday night. I'll also teach a couple private training sessions in between then. Then Wednesday night, I'll teach Muay Thai. I'll teach fundamentals, beginners Muay Thai, and then level 2, I'll train again Wednesday night. And if we don't have any sparring scheduled that day because I sparred on Monday and didn't win live in MMA wrestling on Tuesday. Then Wednesday night, we'll finish with some pad work. So after level 2 class, we'll get to crack the pads, do some interactive pad. It almost feels like sparring work, but that way we kind of don't kill the body too much because then on Thursday, I'll do a recovery session in the morning, hopefully like get a massage or go to the gym and just do some low steady state cardio, get some blood flowing because you're kind of beat up Thursday morning. And then Thursday night, we also have MMA class at Cole Miller's, but before MMA is jiu-jitsu. So I'll drill in jiu-jitsu. And if I'm feeling froggy, I'll get some rolls in and then do MMA class afterwards. Friday, I'll do an active recovery session in the morning. If I'm really, really beat up, I'll do my best to get some rest, hopefully sleep in. But we have Muay Thai Friday night. I'll do Muay Thai Friday night. And light sparring is optional. Saturday, we normally have open mat, so I'll go in and get some rolls unless my body is beat up throughout the week. So I'll probably just do a recovery massage or something like that. But that is what a fight week looks like. Sunday, I have to literally tell myself, you're psycho, don't go work out, let your body recover because you're about to do this all over again for the next 8, 9 to 10 weeks. And the only thing that will change is the level of intensity of the training sessions as I get closer to the fight. That way I'm peaking and I'm not just getting burnt out, because it's very easy to get burnt out. Once you go 2 or 3 weeks of that kind of training schedule back to back to back, you get burnt out. It's not a thing. Your body's like, I need to recover. So you have to take a deload week. And when I do a deload week, it'll be after like 3 or 4 weeks. And I'll cut back on the intensity and the volume, but I'll still go to the classes and I'll start doing active recovery and reduce the amount of strength training that I'm doing. If that makes sense to you guys. If you're following me, give me a thumbs up. If you want me to give you a more condensed version on what that will look like, let me know. I know I said a lot, but that's pretty much what a week looks like. It's basically training 2-a-days, 4 or 5 days a week, and having some recovery sessions in there as well. Out of the 7 days. So out of 7 days out the week, I'm training 6 of those days. Out of 6 of those days, I'm doing 2-a-days, 4 to 5 of those days. So a minimum of, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11 sessions in a week, all the way up to 10, 11, 12, anywhere from 11 to 14 sessions a week of training. So welcome to fighting. Is your schedule something similar?
Yes.
Get the people in. Look. It's like this is the Punisher Moon show. All right. So give a little. Come in here, bro. Come in here. Boom. Come in here. Come in here.
I'm done with food.
Yeah. All right.
Big man don't got done eating, but he's not lying. Same thing. You got Monday. I have strength conditioning at 10. Then I have jiu-jitsu at 12. All right, eat some lunch, do my thing, then come back at 6. I have jiu-jitsu and wrestling. At 7, we have Muay Thai striking. Tuesday, same thing. But now at 12, we have 10 rounds.
So y'all's Tuesday is a hard day too.
Tuesday.
Okay, why coaches do that? Why? Like, you think Monday is gonna be hard? Like, you're into your 2-a-day.
Let me tell you something about Monday. Monday, because the reason why they got it like that on Monday is everybody don't like to go to work on Monday. Nobody likes to do a lot of things on Monday. So they're like, all right, we just got done with Monday, but Tuesday, oh, Lord, we about to show enough. You gonna wish it was Sunday again.
Hey, life of a pro fighter. He has 7 pro fights. I have 7 pro fights. And basically, it's training twice a day, at least 5-6 days a week. 5-6 days a week. And that's what it looks like. And
it's consistent.
Yeah, consistent. And you're doing that. Game plan work. You're doing a little bit of work everywhere. So, all right. I'm going to go live on Instagram because I told y'all so. Let them know to come back into the Millions chat. And if somebody can go ahead and drop some questions in Millions, it can be fight related. It doesn't have to be fight related. Also, what kind of giveaway do y'all want to see tonight? Do y'all want to see an F3 giveaway? Do y'all want to see Welcome to the Moon Show shirt giveaway? It don't have to be a shirt. Remember, it's wintertime. You need somebody to hug you tighter than Kamshot Rockman off. You know, the Moon hoodie's going to do it for you, all right? They're going to keep you nice and warm, all right? Boom. Y'all let me know what kind of giveaway you want to see. So, where we at? Add the title. Boom.
That was a great fight between Moreno and
and Pantoja. That was such a good fight.
That was a great fight.
Boom.
I watched that whole card in the movie theater. That was the best card.
In the movie they do the UFC shows at movie theaters now. That is kind of cool. I do like that.
That is. It's different. Very
different.
It shows you the grand scale of MMA growing.
Yeah, think about that. Like, not just going to the movies to like see a movie. What up, little bro? Who you got tonight? I need some picks. I need y'all to jump in that millions chat for me. Boom. So look, the power went out, so I do apologize that we had to disconnect. I had to disconnect. Uh-oh. Khalid said he got, hey, what up, Brandon? Hey, I met Brandon in Thailand. Oh, but he's you in Jersey or you in New York? He fights Muay Thai and MMA, brown belt, but he's got good striking. I know because we did a lot of sparring. We did a lot of sparring out in Thailand. Thailand was so fun, man. It was so fun. And but yes, everybody in the Instagram chat, I need y'all to jump over to the millions chat, drop them questions so y'all can win some free merch, some possible free cases of F3 or $25 Cash App giveaway. All right. But yeah, the power went out. It's raining pretty bad over here, so it's kind of like a little storm, and the power went out shortly. So yeah, that's why we disconnected. But we are in the building. It is me, Moon, and the Punisher Torres Finney. All right. So we are here. Hey, like we said, who is the black horse of the division, the dark horse of the division, right? It's Khamzat Rakhmonov, and he just finished Stephen Wonderboy Thompson with what? He said 5 seconds left?
5 seconds left in the second round.
5 seconds left in the second round. He had sunk in that rear naked choke. And I tell people, even if it's not choking, when a grown man has this, look, your whole head is in that small little hole. Right. And if you don't have the neck and you're crushing someone's jaw, you could break someone's jaw. So like people say when Khabib had Conor McGregor, they're like, oh, the choke wasn't that tight. I'm like, bruh.
It's not about the choke.
It wasn't the choke. He was going to break that guy's jaw.
He had the man in a gable grip.
Yes.
What the frick you going to do?
Yeah.
And he couldn't move.
He couldn't move.
And he had 2 minutes left.
Right there.
Khabib arms are going to cast out from that.
Well, but his jaw, though. What up, Nat? But, yeah. Hey, Nat was security at the fight for your fight.
Oh, she was?
No, Nat was the big dude. Uh-huh. Yeah, Nat Paul. When the people was getting rowdy, he had to tell him he's going to throw them out.
Hey, so many people still talk about that instance a lot, man. They do.
Oh, man. That's man, funny. That was funny. Yeah. He was so chill. He was like, me and him was talking. He's like, oh, I forgot I was security. I got to go do something. And then he went over there. He's like, hey, man, I'm just asking. Hey, man, don't tell me what to do. I was like, oh, no.
I know exactly who he was talking to. All of them who he's talking to. I know exactly. When they got alcohol in the system, they act foolish. So,
bro, somebody said I'm late, but I just saw that Bryce damn near lost his head tonight. Hey, Bryce. What up? What up, David? Bryce, yes, almost lost his head tonight.
Yeah, Bryce saw the Lord.
Yeah. Strickland escorted out for fighting Duplessis. I didn't know that.
They got him to fight in the crowd.
Hey, Nat said I was really respectful. He was.
No, you were, man. Dude, they had alcohol in their system, man. You know how that goes. Jones County and alcohol.
It don't go. What is your 2024 New Year's resolution, and how do you plan on achieving it? So I'm not a New Year's resolution person. I tell people like my Bryce lost me $500. Bro, you bet on Bryce taking a short notice fight. You are bold, bro. Woo.
I don't know about bold. I would have a different
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take that one. I'm not a betting man. I don't do that. But let's see. What are your 2024 New Year's resolutions, and how do you plan on achieving it? So I'm not a big on like New Year's resolution because I feel like it's just every day is a new day. So if you're not trying to get better each day, I'm not waiting till January 1st to say, you know what, this is my resolution for this year. I have goals that are bigger than a year, but I do have things I would like to accomplish in a year. So I'll just kind of tell you some things that I would like to accomplish in a year. I was supposed to fight for a title yesterday, but the fight got postponed to early January, February. And my goal is to be the best bantamweight on the planet, and I will continue to strive and do my best in training to do so. In order to be considered that, you have to fight for the top promotion. So right now I'm fighting for one of the top promotions with the United Fight League, and I have an opportunity to fight for a championship belt, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go do my job to the best of my ability. And when I get the strap It will open up opportunities. I would like to fight more than just twice a year. Y'all got to stop postponing these fights, bro. But I need at least three to four fights a year. And I think I'm 1 or 2 fights away from either the UFL exploding or having an opportunity to fight for, the UFC Contender Series, or, it doesn't even have to be Contender Series. It could be PFL, Bellator, but those are the top 4 promotions in the US. And my goal this year, I wouldn't say it's a resolution, but it's been a goal of mine for my fight career and my career as a martial artist to sustain me beyond a check-to-check living. Because if y'all don't know, people always ask, how much do fighters make? I'm like, if you're thinking about fighting for money, don't do it. Don't do it. But if you really have a passion for fighting or martial arts, you can make a living off of it. But I don't want to just make a living. I would like to live more than comfortably and have a way that I can have my martial arts and fighting affect more people than just myself. Because through martial arts, I'm able to positively impact a lot of people's lives, a lot of youth, a lot of kids, and through millions and platforms like this, I get to have conversations with all of you, and I've had opportunities to travel to Thailand and meet people from all different countries. So through my martial arts journey, I would like to impact the world, not just what I want to do in fighting. So that's what I continue to do every single day, regardless of it's 2023, 2024. But I would like to be more compensated better financially, and let the exposure that I'll get from fighting from a big promotion take my life to the next level, the way that my fight career is going to the next level. I give pretty in-depth answers, so if you were just looking for I want to win a title and do this, I apologize, but I kind of don't. It's kind of part of who I am. There's always multiple Oh, what up, Jalen? There's always multiple levels to what's going on besides the surface level. I tell people fighting is just what people see. There's a billion other things going on behind the scenes with fighting. Like you just asked, what does a training week look like? And it was just like training on training on training on training on training. When do you have time to eat, sleep? If you have a family, or you have, kids, or a wife and kids, or girlfriend and kids, or anything, when you have time to spend with them, or when you have time to invest in other things. And as a fighter, if you're not investing in fighting, you're not going to be a good fighter. And if you're good because of talent and you don't invest that time, you won't be there long. So you got to make a lot of sacrifices, and I will continue to make the sacrifices. So everything that I've already sacrificed will push me to where I want to be going forward. And that's one of the best martial artists on the planet, fighting for something other than just myself. But, I got to be self-sustaining. Your boy got to pay these bills. The bills ain't going to pay themselves. So, we need fighting to do its part as far as being sustainable source of income. And we're going to do that through Millions. So if y'all don't already follow me on Millions, go on Millions. I am the plug for Millions. I'm always going to plug it. They do amazing things for athletes. You can go ahead and get merchandise there. You can book me for personal videos. You can book me for events. Speaking of events, we got to do a seminar. And when we do a seminar, we want to go to Tennessee to my boy, the Punisher's gym. Shout out to Jim. Agogi.
That's right.
All right. That's right. We want to go up to Tennessee, and Lathan and myself want to start doing some seminars in the Tennessee area. So y'all be on the lookout, because if y'all can't make it, guess where y'all can watch the seminar live and learn some cool stuff? Through Millions. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll also be doing streams through Millions, so you can come in and watch some cool stuff. Probably do an MMA seminar and then a striking seminar, so I can let go of some of these techniques that I kind of was holding on. I was showing Torres earlier some of these things that I got, and maybe you guys will see it, because I told everybody I was gonna get a flying knee knockout. Well, a flying knee knockout on one of my next 2 or 3 fights. Me and my manager have a bet. Say, hey, within my next 3 fights after I come back from Thailand, I gotta get a flying knee knockout. I missed it.
You did.
I missed it by this much.
You did miss it. Yeah.
I jumped clean smooth over that.
That's probably one of the moves,
bruh. I was up. I was up. And all I know is when I looked down, I saw his back. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to land, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out when we get there. Yeah, but we are about to watch this Pantoja versus Royale fight. Pantoja looks good. Royale looks comfortable too, which means fireworks.
They do say
fireworks.
They say whoever wins the first time wins 71% of the rematches. That's pretty interesting.
But you know what the thing is? They said whoever wins the second one normally wins the third. I mean, I've always heard that one.
Really?
Like whoever wins the second one normally will win the third.
Oh,
if there's a third fight.
Oh,
yeah, if there's a third fight.
The only time that probably has went crazy is when Figueiredo fought Moreno. Because the first one was a draw, second one was a Moreno, third one was Figgy, fourth one was Moreno.
That's an anomaly.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What kind of message or story would you like your personalized millions gear to convey to the supporters? I'm glad you asked that question because if anybody knows me, knows that my martial arts, my fighting is a part of my story. I tell people, if you listen to the walkouts, they tell a story. And if you go for the walkouts from the beginning of my career, wow. Pantoja is already putting the gas on. He is not.
Well, he said, I do not get paid by the hour.
We're going to pause on that question.
Ooh.
He wants him down.
Ooh. Well, that's how he beat him the first fight.
Yeah.
Rear naked choke.
Oh. We're going to pause on that question. And then, Ben, I got you. I'm going to answer that as well. Ooh. Oh, we are live, y'all. I'm a fast starter too. Mm-hmm. They've been like telling me like, hey, we want you to start fast, but like don't get so where you just like want to go in. So sometimes like I'll be a little bit more counter heavy in the beginning and then just like make that switch. But if you look at all my amateur fights, as soon as we touch gloves, I want to land I want to land something first. I want to be the first one to land. And then it's like, hey, we know you're being aggressive. We know you got that. So now we can just pull it back just a tad.
I did an interview with a guy, and he was getting ready before my contender series, and he was like, I watched film of your fights, and every fight, even since amateur, you've had guys in the air before the 15-second mark. And I was like, really? And I went back and watched film, and I was like, oh, this stuff.
I didn't even know that.
He's like, yeah, before 15 seconds, they're already in the air. I was like, oh. We got to keep that going.
Boom. All right, so I'll get back to this question. What kind of message or story would you like your personalized million gear to convey to your supporters? So essentially, my millions gear, if you realize that a lot of my stuff is my Lunar Unlimited gear. And with my nickname being Moon, my gear, Lunar Unlimited, stands for like, there are no limits. Okay, like a lot of times we say shoot for the sky's the limit. I'm like, the sky's not the limit. There are no limits. The only limits that we have are the limits that we put on ourselves. What up? And I kind of put like part of my brand being like, you got to test your limits to know your limits. When you know your limits, you can push your limits. When you push your limits, you can break your limits. So like break your limits with Lunar Unlimited gear. It's like, and the moon goes through many phases. So if you look at the first couple phases of my t-shirts, you'll see that like it's a different color, like the moon fading out. So it's like, for me, it was like, we called it phase one, like the takeoff. It's like where everybody gets introduced to kind of who Moon really is. So you see like my logo is kind of fading out. So it's like people didn't really know who I was. And then like now they're just kind of aware of who I am. Then my second one is the eclipse. So it's like, okay, maybe we don't see the whole picture, but we kind of get an idea of who this guy is. And then you start to kind of see all my other designs start to unfold. So all my stuff in my brand has always told a story. And I was real hesitant about putting my face or anything on stuff, but the fans and supporters kept asking for it. And I've kind of always resonated with my nickname being Moon. And then like, not just my nickname being Moon, but also kind of living up to that. Like the moon's purpose is to provide light where there's darkness. And so like through my brand, I've kind of coined a lot of different moon sayings, and y'all see me throwing up the moon sign. And after a couple victories, and I went pro, because you know, if you want to be a good fighter, you also got to have a good mouthpiece, and you got to be able to talk your trash. I talk my trash without disrespecting, you know, any of my opponents, you know, in a manner that's like distasteful to my character. But I always coined the term like, "Welcome to the Moon Show." If you watch one of my fights, it's a show. Get ready, because like we were just talking about earlier, I start fast. I want to finish my opponents. I'm going to give everything that I got, and I was going to leave absolutely nothing up to chance. And if my opponent had what it take to last 3 rounds, 5 rounds, or finish me, then just know that you're going to get the absolute best in your entertainment value from Moon, no matter what is going on in the fight. And that's kind of a part of my brand. And I want that to be a part of my story. Like I said, MMA for me stands for motivation and martial arts. So if you want a show, you want to be entertained, you want some good sound bites, a little bit of motivation, a lot of martial arts, and a lot of violence, welcome to the Moon Show. And with that being said, go get your Moon Show shirts. All right, you can scroll down if you're in the Millions chat, and you'll see it down at the bottom. They caught a good picture of me throwing up my moon after my last fight, which was a great fight against a game opponent who took me to the second round. And then, you know, we got to finish in the second round. Grappling makes the difference. Grappling does make the difference. And it made that difference. Boom. So do you think it's better to be well-rounded but not great? Well-rounded but not great, or be a standout in one specific area? I would be biased from this. I'm gonna say you have to be well-rounded. An area has to stick out for you.
I'm about to say that's an
area
question.
Yeah, it's a both question, right? Yeah. But when you say great in a specific area, you talk about specialists. When you talk about specialists, let's go ahead and name specialists. Could be great grappling. Great. Not good. Great grappling. Mm-hmm. What up? What up? All right. Khabib, great grappling. Izzy, great striking. Right? You have these guys that are like really great in one area, and then it's like, hey, certain areas they're okay in, but that could be their kryptonite. But the price you pay for being a specialist or great in one area is, if you're great in one area, you can't be great in all areas. So you will be lacking somewhere. So you might see someone who's great in one area, lose to someone who's well-rounded in many areas because they have more places to win the fight. But when you're a specialist, you're also special or great in the area. You're great at staying in that area. So you don't necessarily have to be good in the other areas. You just have to be good at keeping it in your area, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I think when you start, if you're talking about MMA, I think you have to be well-rounded. We are not in an era of MMA fighting where, oh, this guy's a striker, this guy's a grappler, he'll just win. It's not like that. This is not early 2000s, early 90s. Like I said, I would say early to mid-2000s, because now these – good trip. Good outside trip.
He's beating him the same way he beat him the first fight. He just being tenacious on the takedowns.
Yeah.
Roval does not have good takedown defense, but he scrambles.
But he scrambles really well because he's I wouldn't say he's a technical brawler.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, he can be technical and he throws, but he's looking at to make it boom, 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 like make it a little brawly. Yeah.
Pachoda's literally using the same game plan he fought him.
Putting the pressure on him, and then whenever he strikes to close the distance, then he's going for the actual takedowns. Yeah.
Yeah. See, they fought 2 years ago, and I always tell people this is like, now I'm not saying you can't grow your game, you can't get better, but there are certain flaws that you have.
Yeah.
That it's just going to be a flaw.
You can prove it, but it's not going to be a good area for you.
Like this, it's like Wonder Boy takedown defense has improved since Woodley?
Yeah.
Woodley.
Yeah.
When he fought Woodley, 2017.
No one took him down after Woodley, and then
Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert.
Yeah. And then you have Shavkat.
Yeah. So it's like those are the kind of things. Mm-hmm. So back to what you said, Ben, right? Like, so do you think it's better to be well-rounded but not great, or to be a standout in one specific area? I think for MMA, the name of the sport is mixed martial arts. You got to be well-rounded because everything is mixed. Like I tell people now, traditional martial arts are great. But you have no one martial arts specialist in MMA. They will not make it to the highest level of MMA. MMA is the most realistic thing that you will get for to a real fight in real life. You can use everything. You can grapple. You can strike on the ground. You can slam. You can do this stuff. So if you're not well-rounded, then you're not going to get anywhere. So you're not going to get far in this sport. Like you said, you have to be well-rounded enough in enough areas, even as a specialist, to stay in your area. If that will answer everything fully. The prefix said mixed martial arts equals well-rounded. True. Can you name a peer or mentor in the UFC who has significantly influenced your fighting career? Yeah, my coach, Cole Miller, 20-time UFC vet. I get to train with this guy 5-6 days a week. Not just train with him as a coach. He's still a body for me. He's still actively in there, sparring with me, rolling with me, wrestling with me, MMA rounds. He's not just giving me knowledge from his 48 or 50 plus MMA fights, but he has 20 for the highest level. So he definitely has. He's kind of like a peer and a mentor because, like, I'm stumbling. Hey, Southport Orthodox cross. The cross. Ooh. I'm telling you, we were just talking about that. Pantoja just rocked Royval, but he didn't put his foot on the gas. He kind of just
the head kick. Oh,
kick. See?
It's gonna be. Royval has had a lot of guys be able to take him down in a bunch of his fights.
I was watching you and Cejudo on Millions, right? And we're talking about like exactly what you said. Like in 3 rounds, Royval has, the more rounds it goes, the less of a chance you think Royval has to win because of this type of fight that Pantoja is going to be fighting.
100%. Yeah,
he's going to be fighting a very grueling, high-paced fight. You saw that he can do all 5 against Brandon Moreno. Mm-hmm. Look, throw the head off. There you go. That one caught him. Boom. Ooh, that was a good to the body. Boom. All right. I would say when I was what up, Sergio? When I was watching growing up, watching a lot of MMA early, still one of the GOATs to me, Jose Aldo. I wanted to do Muay Thai, that Brazilian style Muay Thai kickboxing like Jose Aldo. I'm not built like him. I didn't grow up doing Muay Thai, Brazilian style Muay Thai since like 9, 10, 11, 12. But that was a huge influence. Watching the way he fought Dominic Cruz, TJ Dillashaw. When I started seeing the guys closer to my size, those started playing a lot of influence on how I started viewing fighting. But, watching, Anderson Silva and Chuck Liddell and these guys. And Rampage Jackson. Not just because I fight for Rampage Jackson promotion. I remember my dad used to have these old Pride VHS tapes. And we used to buy these Pride and early UFCs. And I remember Rampage Jackson picking people up and slamming them. And as a fellow slam master over here, I told Finney, I want one of them air Finneys. I got a good slam my last one. And I heard the because I dropped the shoulder, but I want an air Finney. I don't want a double leg. I want to high C somebody to where I have them over my shoulder. So maybe after this flying knee, I'll put a bet out for for an Air Finney. I got to get an Air Finney t-shirt. All right. I remember that one time Torres turned his opponent into a human rocket, then turned him into a meteor and brought him back to the ring before they got disqualified for being in space. You threw him out, and he got to come back to the ring. Now you got to come back down. Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
I have told people it does sometimes shock me. It's that adrenaline flow. Because, like,
how light people are when you lift them?
Yes, man. I'd be like, God, I lifted them that high.
This shows you how y'all want to see how competitive I am. This is how other people think. Damn, Finney's a really good wrestler. Let me just strike. We have closed door MMA sessions where we record, but you don't get to see the footage. This is for us to review game plans. But we were going live, and I was like, we're going a whole 5-minute round. I'm like, before this round is over, I'm gonna get a tape. I admit it, and I swear on anybody else, I think I would have got it. He would have. I think on anybody else, I tried to fake. I was like, I waited I was trying to be patient and aggressive at the same time. And I was like, all right, cool. And I hit it, and I was like, run! And then you just you turned, and I was like, oh man, like, hey, we're not even close to the same weight class. When he put that fucking that wizard, that overhook on me, bro, it was like I ran into the brickest brick wall ever. But it didn't stop me from trying because
that's good.
What? A year later, we trained at Wrestling.
Yeah.
And shot some more doubles.
Yeah, that's good.
I got to stop shooting doubles on him. Maybe I got to go to something else. I'm hard-headed. That's my problem. I wanted him with his move. I should just get him down. Should be the take. I would say your damn jiu-jitsu has gotten really good. Like, when you're strong and have these attributes, I tell people they're good, but they're not as good as they could be if you had technique. Mm-hmm. So, like, rolling with you prior, I felt you used so much wrestling, a lot of tight weights, a lot of collar ties, a lot of wrist grabs, and you're just really, really strong. I'm fortunate enough to train with other guys who are really, really strong, so I developed some things to get out. But there were certain grabs, like, if you get a tight waist, I'm just like, yo, this is bad. Like, I can't let you get the tight waist. There's, like, with Caleb, I'm like, he gets this collar grip. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight that grip. I have a plan for something else. Like, you can have it, because I'm not gonna waste all this energy trying to break this grip, and then you're gonna butterfly sweep me. Now I'm on the bottom. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah. But like, then the last time we rolled, I was like, man, your jiu-jitsu paired with your wrestling, it leveled up. So like, that was cool.
That's why I feel comfortable trying to get on top.
Yeah. Hey. When I'm teaching my kids, I tell them, hey, what's the rule? Get on top, stay on top. Which means if you on the bottom, you got to get up top. And if you on top, stay on top. So that's my like what I implement for them.
Yeah.
Little Iron Giant. Hey.
It's a good game plan for Pantoja, though.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, we got Pantoja in round 3 right now.
He's up 2 rounds to none.
He's up 2 to none. He's getting takedowns. I wouldn't say at will, because he's not just doing it when he's not secure. He's not getting every takedown on his terms, but Royval has to fight him. So he has to engage, and he's just timing the engagements, the kicks, a punch, a kick, he'll grab the leg, a punch, he'll hit a duck under, grab a single, go to the back, he'll get a trip. So he's engaging in these takedowns really, really well.
Yeah. You just got to have somebody that's good enough to be able to, like, stave off these takedowns to create strikes. And Royval that was his flaw in all his other fights. Royval he got a few losses in the UFC, man.
Yeah.
That's how Pantoja beat him the first time, and I think Pantoja has obviously leveled up since 2021.
Yeah.
And, Royval probably has
I didn't know a lot about Pantoja until the Moreno fight. Because I don't follow a lot of the flyweights, because, like, after Cejudo left and Mighty Mouse, and then what's his name that was destroying everybody? Him and Moreno fought 4 times. Figgy. Besides them and Moreno, there really weren't a lot of other guys that were, like, really doing anything in that division. So I didn't really follow it as much. So I didn't know a lot about Pantoja until the Moreno fight.
Who got the belt after Cejudo retired with both belts, right?
Yeah.
Who had it before Cejudo?
Figgy.
No, he did. No.
He beat. Oh, he got disqualified. Did he get disqualified? No, he gets DQ.
There's no way. Who did if Cejudo win it from?
The 25 belt?
Yeah, 25.
He beat Mighty Mouse for the
Okay,
belt.
that's
He beat
right.
Mighty Mouse for the belt.
That's right.
So Cejudo beat Mighty Mouse for the belt.
Mhm.
Cejudo had the belt, and then he moved up
To 35.
to 35.
Mhm.
And when he moved up to 35, then Figgy was the next guy. But I thought he fought was it Benavidez?
Who did?
Figgy. Then he beat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He almost.
It was like
rear naked choke.
Yeah, he about killed him.
He about killed him.
So he won the belt, and then he was just kind of just stomping everybody until Moreno, and then Moreno won the belt, and then they had the whole exchange of the belt.
Mhm.
Then that was like the whole thing. Whenever you have a rematch or a trilogy clause, is like now the whole division is on notice, is on standstill. So all these guys can just do is keep beating each other.
Yeah,
so if you say, hey, if Pantoja was number 2, and now you got number 1 in the champ fight, or the number 1 contender champ fight, and you have to do that.
That's right.
5-round fights for 2 years.
That's right.
What's going on?
Because Moreno fought, what's the name for the interim? Because that's right, because Figgy had got hurt before the 4th fight.
Yeah.
And Moreno had to fight Kakar of France. That's when he finished.
Yes. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. I like Kakar of France.
Me too.
Didn't him and Royval fight?
Yeah, knocked him out.
Yeah, he did.
That's why he got the title shot.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking. Look
at that. That was good.
The flyweight title don't have a lot of champions.
Like you said,
that was really good back take.
That was great.
That's how
you got to be so technical. That's why I said the 35, 45, like the 25 to 45 division conditioning. You have it. There's not. It's a must. It's not like no. You got to be ready because these guys scramble too well, and you have to be a technician. Because if you're not a technician, then like he pulled his feet out of the cage because he put his toes in. All right, boom. All right. All right. It says, how would you break down the strategy of the event we're watching? All right, the strategy. Are you talking about for the Pantoja fight, Alonzo? Let me know for the strategy for which fight, because we can break it down. Because we also still have the main event coming, so we can either break down what's currently going on in the Pantoja fight, or what a strategy for one of the current fights, one of the other fights that already happened. Crazy. I was just telling my boy about it. You came to IG, show him, and then you on live. Oh, what up? Pantoja still has this. Yes, Pantoja is currently on the back of Royval, and like Finney said, that was how he finished Royval 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. So like he's just really been doing a good job of putting so much pressure and relentless takedowns. Like he's going for takedowns. He's not getting everyone, but then the second that Royval like exchanges and gets back, he just face crank. Yeah, he's gonna turn that into a face crank.
Yeah, but he's gonna be able to fight the hands.
Yeah,
he gotta be able to fight the hands. Just fight the choking hand. He's good.
Yeah, but now that one's on the underhook side.
He has
to swim. Yeah. Dude, when you get that body triangle, that's miserable. That's nasty. Oh, he's turning. Turning.
Hips.
Well, if he can clear that bottom side, it's so small. It's harder at those weight classes too because everybody's so small. So it's so easy to get those triangles. He's trying to step on it.
Yeah, I see it.
You gotta step on it or like weave
if
like
he
a
knew
windshield.
How to do this, he can go for the Rotolo team. Rotolo team is when you have both the head and arm from the back. It's crazy.
Oh, Colt
Rotolo brothers.
Colt did that to me one time.
Really?
I was like, I had my hand in it. I was like, he's not gonna get this choke, and he got.
Yeah,
hard.
I love that.
I was like,
I love that
because he was got long arms.
Yeah, and he got no bony arms like that too. That can...
so he does the whole like get under, and I'm sorry, and I was like, brother, he got my back. I'm like whatever. So I stuck my hand like this, and he starts rear naked choking me with that in there. He didn't finish it that time, but I was like, yo, is that a thing? And I didn't know that like that's a thing you could get.
Look at this. This was the fight between Sean Strickland and Duplessis. He asked Gilbert Burns and his kids to move over.
Oh,
he is beating that man in his head, dude.
Yo. I know this stuff gets a lot of attention, but I hate seeing stuff like this because it makes it harder for the fighters. Yeah, it makes it like it's bad for the fighters.
Yeah, they said they had to kick Strickland out. So Yeah, better different angle here. You see him like
Yeah.
Oh, not that angle. Let me see. It was this angle.
Oh.
He's hitting this guy.
Y'all got a whole 6 weeks, bro. Save it for the fight.
I know, man. You're right. Got a whole 6 weeks.
Save it for the fight.
Yep.
Boom, boom. Gotta take the straight. Nice. It's a Royval. Boom. That's what I've been saying all night. Bro. Boom. All right. So get your predictions correct, y'all. We have this fight's only got what? One more round?
Yeah, one more round.
One more round. This fight's only got one more round. All right. This fight got one more round. It says, what 5 fights would you like to see in UFC 300? All right, let's do this. I like this. This is the what if game, right? And you can do whatever you want. But we already know. I already know what the next fights are. I know what the next big UFC fights are leading up to 300. Mm-hmm. But this is what we do know. USADA is officially out of the UFC. They will be doing another drug testing company, which means McGregor will be back in the UFC. Now, we know, everybody knows McGregor has been on something because he had to get his recovery, but he's been super juiced up. He's all, look like the Hulk McGregor, all right? He looks like a big Irishman now. And him and Michael Chandler, UFC 300. Why don't they headline it? Do it, right? Why not? Right? They'll find a way to get around the whole drug testing thing, or maybe he'll be clean during the period when they get the new. Oh, boy, that was rocking him.
Oh, wow. And this round 5. Round 5. Raval knows he got to do everything he can.
Yeah, he looked like this against Moreno in round 5 and still pulled it out.
That's right, because Moreno was.
Raval still has a lot of pop. Yes.
Oh, good uppercut there to the straight. Oh, man. He might not got a lot of power to put him out, but these volume punches will add up on him.
If he's hitting them in the chin or behind the ear, they'll start to add up.
Right. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, he better shoot for a takedown. Otherwise,
good
calf kick. Good calf kick. I would
walk with a hand down. Oh! Get out that clinch. That Muay Thai clinch.
Boy. Hey, that's a game changer. Hey, I've been working so much on I have. Well, see, that's the thing. All it is Greco wrestling.
Oh wow!
It's upper body wrestling. Oh. You're thinking that you can't grab the legs.
That's true.
That's all it is. So, when we went to Thailand, dude, they're oh my god, they're like.
I bet it felt really strong.
I was going with guys their size.
Uh-huh.
I was going with a guy and. I was doing good because I'm used to grappling. So for me, it just was like stand-up jiu-jitsu or wrestling. Mm-hmm. And I was doing good. And one of the trainers was like, oh, he's getting really excited. He's like, yes, now you and I go. And I was like, oh, shit. This dude threw me through the ring twice, bro.
Oh, man.
I figured out what he was doing, but then I couldn't move him. His base was so strong. And then he was using my force against me and would just get these massive off balances. Then I found out the dude fought Rotten twice. He lost one and drawed one. I was just like, bro.
Those are killers.
All right. So what 5 fights would you have for UFC 300? All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go fight for fight. I'm going to pick one. Finney, you got to pick one. I picked one. I would like to see, obviously, McGregor, Chandler. What up, Jordan? I would like to see McGregor and Chandler. Hey, what's up? McGregor and Chandler. Headliner. Who be mad if they're the headline? Let's see McGregor and Chandler, UFC 300 in July. That's 6 months for him to get off the juice. USADA's already gone. They'll clean his system up. He'll be back to fight Michael Chandler. Boom. That's one fight. Who's the fight you would like to see?
You're right. You say July.
Because we still got UFC 297 is January. Then UFC 298 is March. UFC 299 is May or April, because one it's Strickland, Duplessis. Then you have O'Malley, Vera.
That's March.
That's March. That's the next one. And then the one after that, 99 is.
I don't know what 99 is.
I literally had it written down, but UFC 99. Boom.
But UFC 300 is July, right?
Well, that's like the projection around where the time frame it would be.
March, April,
May, July.
May, June, July.
Like around June, July is what I heard.
June,
it would be around that area.
Okay.
So who do you have? I'm saying, hey, we got to pick 5 fights to go on UFC 300. I'm saying McGregor, Chandler. Boom, let's get them.
All right, I'm going to say this. All right, if it is in July, it gives time for other fight champions potentially to be able to fight on that card.
Whatever fights you want to see. If whoever you think's going to win those fights. What do you think?
I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like they're going to have a title fight on that card.
Okay.
And if Strickland wins, I feel like Hazmat is next.
Chimaev? Strickland Chimaev?
I can see that.
Ooh, that would be good.
But if Dricus win, I feel like they're going to do that, and that could be the main event, Dricus versus Izzy.
I don't think Izzy's coming back. Not that soon. But if you could. UFC 300. UFC 300.
Their rivalry?
They're gonna find it. They're like, Izzy, man, I know you want to come back. All right. So, Izzy, Duplessis. All right. I'll say O'Malley wins. O'Malley versus Cejudo.
That would be good.
O'Malley versus Cejudo. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, look, and I'm going to be honest. Look, there's a lot of great fights that can be obviously made, but then it's a lot of fights what's 300 worthy? Like, what is mega fight worthy? And that's hard to think about.
If John Jones wasn't hurt, I would say John Jones, but he got the torn pec.
In my opinion, like John Jones and Stipe ain't.
It's not a mega fight.
It's not a mega fight. If this was 2 or 3 years ago, okay, different story.
Okay.
But maybe I could be completely wrong. Stipe could go out there and upset me. But I just think Jones run through Stipe right now.
Who has the belt at 55?
Makhachev. Islam.
Who could fight Islam? That's what I'm saying. There are fights that, there are people who have cleaned out divisions. So we don't really have, 45 division.
A double champ between Islam and Kobe. I just think that's an interesting fight.
Hey, that would be good. That would be good.
That happens. And then the trash talk between Islam and Leo.
John Jones, he says, hurt or not, it's what you want. Did I miss anything? I was knocked out in my bed. My alarm failed me. I got you, Jordan. You missed some firefights, and my boy, the Punisher's here. I know you be posting this stuff. So Jordan runs the Amun Cosme fan page. So say what up to Jordan.
Up, Jordan?
We got the Punisher in the building. Boom. It says P wins by decision. Gotta eat. Boom.
Yeah.
All right. So
Patoja's won this fight.
Appreciate that. My man Jordan May tipped me a 5 spot. Oh man, I appreciate it, bro. Boom. So Pantoja is definitely with the win via what do you call it? Via unanimous decision. And then now we are on to what we wanted to see all along, y'all. What we wanted to see all along. Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. If you can pick who wins. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, wait. Oh, I got to get the charger. Y'all stay there.
Ooh. I'm here. Oh, man. Dude, that was a great fight now. That was a great fight. Boom. What's up? What's going on?
That's the thing about when you five round flyweight fights.
I know, they go so long, dude. We said watching this the whole time.
Rounds.
Dude, I don't know. That was a long fight, y'all. That was a long fight.
25 minutes of fighting.
Yeah, that was. That was very long.
Oops. Sorry. Oh, I didn't want the laptop to die on. Thought I had it plugged up.
Congratulations to Patel.
Boom. All right, I'm going to let Torres entertain y'all. I got to use the restroom.
Well, I'll do what I can. Y'all want to see chest pops? I'm just playing. Hey, that was a really great fight for real. Patoja did really good. We just implemented the same game plan that he had in the first fight. Just implemented getting the takedown, looking towards the looking towards getting submission. Just staying grindy is a smashing way. Question for the Punisher, because I know he watches WWE. If he could step in the ring, who would it be with and why? And whether it's past, present, or future. All right. Also, Boom going to the bathroom. He'll be right back. But past, present, or future. All right. I'm a big WWE fan. I love pro wrestling. If there was a person that I would love to step in the ring with, I would say, as a pro wrestling fan, I would say The Undertaker. I love The Undertaker, man. That's my guy, man. I love watching his matches. A guy like Cena, The Rock. I mean, everybody knows I do the if you can smell thing at the end. So he's one of those other guys I definitely look up to and watch. I want to see Edwards put Covington to sleep after what he said about his dad. Yeah, I agree, man. What Kobe Covington said was absolutely boo-hoo. That's not good. But I am a fan of his fight style, and I'm a fan of how he fights. So, look, trash talking is a part of the sport.
Yeah.
And
you got to back it up.
You got to back it up. Look, I agree. I do not agree with what he said. That's awful. That's piss poor. But even Cejudo, when he was on the thing yesterday, he was like, man, he's even went to bed sometimes saying, wow, did I actually say that?
Yeah.
But he's like,
trying to sell it
those
too.
pay-per-view sales are pretty nice. And, like they always do, like when McGregor did with Habib, midway through the round, hey, man, just business.
No, it not for me. Not for me. It's business for you. Oh, that's what he asked. He's like, if you could step with anyone in the ring, WWE.
Yeah, he did.
What's up?
Yeah, I said Undertaker. I love Cena, and obviously The Rock. That was.
Oh yeah,
those are my three.
Warming up that kick. Oh, they both southpaws too.
That's right.
I forgot.
That is right.
Because Kobe's southpaw, right?
Kobe is a southpaw.
What does that make it?
That could. Well, I'm gonna tell you.
You know what's funny? I wrestle different.
That's right.
Because I'm right-handed, but I wrestle lead leg.
I'm a lead leg.
Right leg. No. What is it? Yeah, I'll wrestle right leg forward.
Okay.
So I
love guys that if it's same leg, it's easier for the single leg.
For the single, right?
So
I have way cleaner entries on southpaws because they have their lead leg forward, and because I'll hit my jab, it makes the single, but I favor the body lock. So that makes my snatch to the body lock.
Just that boom boom.
Boom. It's boom boom. They like try and go back, then it goes knee tap.
Ooh.
So we go.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's my chain from there. So we had a full chain that we worked for the fight where I got the knockout, but we never got to the point to where the guy grabbed me.
Yeah,
because we knew he wanted to grab.
He wanted to wrestle.
Yeah, he wanted to wrestle. But he wanted to like rest on the cage and kind of take me to the ground, grindy. And I was like, that's not my kind of fight.
Well, you're too explosive. It's hard for somebody gonna be able to grind and get you. I've seen guys try to. I just don't see anybody like with a very heavy wrestling style being able to grind and get you because of your grappling.
Yeah.
So that's why. Like, if you want to play that game, you're gonna be in a little trouble. Like, you better have
a lot of stuff to get there because it goes back to the whole well-rounded thing. It's not like, Moon can't grapple. No, I can grapple. I got it's funny because early in my career, everybody thought I was a jiu-jitsu guy. Mm-hmm. I was considered a jiu-jitsu guy because I was like sub. But if you go back and watch the tape, I did one takedown in 5 fights.
Wow.
One.
So they were all defensive.
They were all because I was striking, and then they shot on me. And I'm like, okay, well, they shot on me. Now, through the scramble, I might have got a trip or a reversal, or they're going for a takedown, and I sprawl and get out and then go find a way. Here, I'm just like, That's not. I didn't go out there and was like, I'm gonna. The first time I ever went out and just, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. It was my pro debut because my opponent dropped out and their replacement was a guy who had a Muay Thai background. And because my coach had a Muay Thai background and I fought Muay Thai, he says, oh, we're gonna make him go to MMA world. Like my coach wasn't like a guy who's like, we're gonna make you fight him at like Muay Thai. He was like, oh, this is what we're gonna do. He's like, oh, your guy's is a Muay Thai guy? He says, just take him down.
Take him down. So that's good. That's
so
smart.
It was like, he's like, hey, when you kick, he's gonna kick. This is because it's imprinted in his head to have good Muay Thais. When I kick, you kick. So I kick outside, boom. And what he do? He kicked. He do his kick. He catch. Nope. Oh. As soon as that kick came off, I ran into the cage. As soon as I kicked and he kicked, I just ran into the cage. Pulled him off the cage. Got the armbar.
He was like, wrestling!
Yeah.
What is this? What is this? This is not Muay Thai.
I feel like if I do MMA or you see, I might be, hold on, boom, other people joining, might be wrestling throughout the whole match, then striking. Hey, what up, Chris? Yeah, hey, look, people ask me now, hey, I had, so I was in the gym the other day, like in the weightlifting gym, and I do sauna for recovery, not just for cutting weight. This is good to recover as well. So, like, after I taught, like, the kids class in jiu-jitsu, I just went to the sauna to get in the sauna for a little bit, and I seen these young kids there, 16 and 17, and they're wrestling. It's wrestling season, so they're cutting weight.
It's that time of the year.
And I'm just sitting in there. I've been in there for like 20 minutes. They already got out. They're like, are you cutting weight? And I'm like, nah, I'm just recovering, but I'm used to doing sauna, so I'm just doing a quick 20, 25, 30 minutes, and I'm out, right? And so we started talking, and they was like, well, what's your preferred, like, your go-to? Like, are you a wrestler or a grappler or this or that? And I'm like, I'm well-rounded, and that benefits me because then I get to help dictate where the fight goes. Because, like you said, early in my career, I had a bunch of subs. It was like armbar, rear naked choke. Then I had a 3-round fight, and then it was like armbar. It was like guillotine, armbar. I was like, all right, well, you get all these subs, so everybody thought that I was like going out and initiating the grappling. And then my pro career, my pro debut was the first time I did that. And then I was like, man, I went in there, took no damage. I just took this. Then I fell in love with, go get him. Yeah. And then that's when the Mike Wilson fight happened. And I just was like, I'm gonna go take this guy down, this guy. And then he had good jiu-jitsu. So he stopped my submissions, but I got a bunch of takedowns. So the wrestling came in. And then that's where it kind of just, you have to learn how to implement a game plan. And then when we fell into the UFC Fight Pass when me and Alexander Shank fought, that was a complete MMA fight. There were takedowns. There was striking. There was jiu-jitsu. There was wrestling. That was out of my. Oh yeah, and that was a tough one too. That was a funny one. Yeah. Can you offer any advice on mental preparation and maintaining focus leading up to fight night? That's a good one. So as far as mental preparation, that is more important. What up? Oh, we got people putting the American flags. They're like, Kobe gonna beat Leon.
Hey, this is the Kobe entrance, y'all. If anybody that's a wrestling fan that remember Kurt Angle, be like,
he's coming out to the Kurt Angle.
The use of that's always his workout. Walkout. So.
I got you. All right. So as far as mental preparation, maintaining focus, and leading up to fight night, for me. When I was an amateur, I used to keep a log of all my training, and my coach would tell me, hey, when you start feeling like nervous or like you start feeling doubt, go back and look at all the training that you have done, that you've completed. And so I remember one time I was feeling like nervous, and I went back, and he told me, so just go look at your training log. And I went back, and it was like 10 weeks of doing 2-a-days almost every day. So I'm like, man. I recorded how many rounds I did. I'm like, man, I've been sparring way too much at that point in time. It was like 60, 50 rounds this week, 20 rounds that week, 30 rounds this week, 40 rounds. I was like, bro, he's like, you've put in over 200 sparring rounds. You've put in over 150 training sessions for this one fight. You have done this. So I would keep a log as an amateur. But now as a pro, I like to focus on the things that I feel like I'm fighting for and the outcomes that I want. So whatever it is that is keeping me grounded during my training camps, I like to remind myself of those things. So I have a gratitude journal every morning when I wake up. I write in that gratitude journal at least a minimum of 3 things that I'm grateful for, and that helps kind of keep me grounded. And I stay disciplined and I stick to my routine, because there's power in a routine. When something becomes like habit and routine and you stick with it, it gives you a level of comfort. So as you're getting to approach this big stage where all the lights are on, there are thousands of people and fans going crazy and people we got a little hiccup. Y'all still there? The man who won an Olympic medal. Boom. Bad internet connection. Let's connect real quick again.
I said, who won the Olympic gold medal? I know this.
Don't get fired.
Don't get fired. Oh my gosh.
I want him to come out.
Dude. Oh yeah. I'm about to say, yeah, come in, yeah. But this is always his walkout song.
Yeah, that's kind of cool to have like your own little thing too. Yeah. You suck. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, come on. Are we up? Are we up? Say live. Say live. All right. So